Howdy, 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 howdy. It's 2 p.m. and our stream is about to get started and everything. I did turn down the music a little bit because we're going to be going to the game. And we're going to go ahead and turn the music off now. So, what we're doing now is we're playing, Space Engineers is in big letters up there. I don't know why I was like struggling to, say that. But we're here again today. And last week, last Sunday, I built a flying apparatus that, got destroyed almost immediately because I don't know how to fly the thing. So I gotta learn how to fly. So what I'm going to do is build it again, as we have the parts, we have the resources, we should be able to build it again. And we're going to build. But this time I'm going to try to implement more directional, what's it called? Impulses. Basically, I'm going to be trying to make sure that I put all the directions in which the flying apparatus would have to fly. The plane, the ship, whatever you want to call it. It's going to have drills on it, so it's basically a mining machine that flies. So it's a flying apparatus that drills. And I'm going to be using it to drill for more resources so we can build a bigger ship, even though I know we don't really need a really big ship in order to fly off of this planet. But I'm wanting to build a big ship to fly off the planet. I'm wanting to at least have one that's basically like a flying base to fly out into outer space off of this Earth-like planet that we're on right now. Trying to, I don't know, maybe build a base in space or have the flying base. I don't really know 100% what the end goal is, but the main goal for this series is to build a base that can fly into outer space. And in order to do that, we got to make sure we have a bit of resources to build all the blocks that are necessary, build all the reactors that are necessary, refiners, not reactors, because let's just face it, the reactor, what is it called? It might be called a reactor, it might be called something else, but it basically creates power out of uranium or some sort of radioactive material. But you get the point. This is something futuristic and everything. And what I'm wanting to do is to pretty much just get to the point of basically, as you can see, I need to get fuel into my tank. I need to get some hydrogen, and apparently this right here doesn't fill it up unless I have ice in here, and I need to get some ice, and that's what I was trying to build that flying apparatus for last time, so that I could go get some ice, because I have no clue where any ice is, and I can't use this right now because, well, I took the battery off of it in your lane. So I'm either going to rebuild this and hope that it does correctly, or build a whole nother one. I don't know. So what I probably need to do is just so that I can go find some ice, and it is foggy. At least I hope it's fog and not smoke. Oh man, if there's smoke, there's fire, and I definitely don't think I want to deal with fire. What's that? Ooh, lights in the sky. Alright, viewers, I'm gonna take just a quick minute to go take care of something. I'll be right back. No worries, right? No worries. Alright, I'm back, and like I was saying, I gotta either get some ice for that, or basically rebuild that other, machine. I think one of the issues was I didn't put the, air tank on there. I think that's probably what it is that was having a problem with the, one thing for us keeping up some of the, things that I was trying to keep up with. The, what is it, hydrogen? I'm not 100% sure though. Oh, and there goes those robotic doggos. They sound so robotic. But yeah, apparently it's become nighttime, and that seems to be lit up in the distance over there. Huh. Must be a glitch. Apparently, oh shit, really? Oh shit, I don't have nothing on me. Oh, what happened? What happened to all my stuff?
Low health. Your health is...
Oh, well, this is going to suck because I don't know what happened to my damn drill.
Health low.
Did I put it in here? I did, like a dummy.
Energy low.
Like a dummy. But how did I I don't remember missing this one. As far as I know, I didn't have nothing on my person anyway. Hope I didn't anyway. But it looks like I put everything in here. Yeah, definitely looks like I put everything in there. And these things can go in there. And I guess I could go ahead and grab these things here. Let's go to into the assembler, and then do that, and then go to the assembler here. I could have swore there was something you can do with the assembler. Oh no, it's a production thing. You go to disassemble. What do you know? I learned something. So you can assemble and disassemble. Non-disassembler. Alright then, so looks like we're superconductors. Explosives? Awesome. When the doggos are still all around me. Let's see. Let's well, first of all, I know one thing I definitely need to do. I need to grab this intuitive so that I can make another 5. So I can fill this one over here. Alright, that should work. Alright, so yeah, we don't need no more of that. Do that. And apparently Diane did not refill everything, so you know. But I do have this right here, so apparently I can respawn to this point right here. So that's not terrible. But I do need ice to be put in here in order to do anything else. But what I do need to do is try to make some lights, which we need. We just need computer components. What kind of lights do we want? Do we want bar lights? Looks like we only got the okay, that's what it is. We got those lights. How do we want these lights to be though? Could do something like that. And take 6 of those. But then you only got 1. One would probably work a little bit more better, especially if we were to send it up to the top like that. Yeah, like that. That would probably work better, wouldn't it? Yeah. So, let's see, can I just withdraw those? And, that way it would give me some light right here. And then we'll go here and there we go. That's a little bit better. That's the start anyway, right? Oh, Lordy. That's what I'm thinking that I want to put. What am I pulling out for? There ain't nothing there. just grab 20 of these. That way. I need to put one right there. Alright, so that seems to be doing pretty decent right there. I reckon if we do any lights out here, we probably want to do like some, I don't know. Probably could do something like that. Actually, yeah, let's take a look at that. See what that looks like. So right here. No, we'll just do that. Oh, I done used up all of them. Probably need to make some more anyway. And then just do 10. No. We're gonna need 20 more. Because it takes 6 for each one, and I did 4, so I'm gonna actually probably need to get 10 more. There, that's good enough. It's not practical, but it feels alright. Alright, so toss those back in there. Did they go in? I think they went in here. They went into I don't know. How do you get it all to go into one space? I don't know. Maybe there should be like, maybe I gotta put a sorter in or something that would make everything go to one spot or something. Probably need to look at these and see if we can find it. Might be in logistics. Ah, sorter right there. Sorter can be configured to only pass specific items through or stop specific items from passing through. Sorter can be used to filter out unwanted materials or to select specific materials. I don't know. My brain. Alright, so my brain is thinking that I'm going to pretty much build this all the way down. I'm gonna eat your buddy right in front of you. How you might have bananas? What? Where did he go?
Low health.
Hmm. Alright, so basically what my plan is to go over here. I'll set it there. So yeah, we still got plenty of meat. Seriously, I gotta wait for them to despawn. I got my own personal lights. I don't know why I didn't turn those on. Alright then, so let's go ahead and take all this apart. You gotta get real specific on some of these things, huh?
Inventory full. Energy low.
Oh, that's right. Forgot to take all that out.
Health low.
Stupid doggos. Is there more than one out here?
Inventory full.
Okay, so now the rover is completely gone. Poor rover. Alright, so now all that stuff is in there from the rover. I don't know. Now that I've done all of that, that's where I'm kinda curious. Do I feel See, one of the thoughts that I was having throughout the week was having a vehicle with wheels, but could fly. You know, that when I'm doing mining, it'd be basically flying and stuff. And then when I don't know. Could just do landing gears instead of wheels. But I thought wheels would be a little bit more better because you can still move it after you landed it. Huh. Could have it to where you have the wheels set up to where you could drive left, right, forward, and backwards. And stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna need that, but that's not really the thing, though, is it? Ain't that where I press this button and I can go into anything, or... Oh, I forgot what button it was. Now this one right here would be for like a big one. And I don't want that one. Yep, my brain, I forgot what it was. That doesn't matter. Yeah. That crouches. That changes from the mode. I don't know what that is. I'm just pressing buttons until I find the one that lets me take it to that small. Is it? Was it just this one right here? The small connector? that the one that I need? No, that's a tiny connector. Oh man, that is definitely not the one I need. This is the one that I need. But it only showing those 3. I don't want neither one of those 3. Come on! There we go. I don't even have the name still anyway, so. And something else blowed up over that direction. And it's still fucking cloudy. Let's grab a bunch of them, it doesn't matter. Let's see, what I'm gonna do is do that right there, do that. Okay. So now we'll go over here to this and go ahead and do that. And go in here, make sure I do that, and that. That should get it started. Right there. Alright, good. Now we go into this. Go ahead and hit lock. Boom. And that should prevent it from moving. Yes. That prevents it from moving. So now we need... Do we want to do a converter on top of that? And then spread out from the converter? Or do we put a container up on there? That does seem to be the biggest question. So if we go ahead and not down this one, and go ahead and go for one of these, do we do this one, or do we do the bigger one, which has what I'm assuming is 3 and 3. So basically, could do something like that right there. And that's what I'm thinking. But what if what about the cockpit? Would the cockpit be the right way of going with that? Cockpit. This cockpit has that one on it. This one has a small one on it. So we use this one on here. They'd have to have a converter because you need a big one to a small one. Or we can put a big container on here. I don't like the way this one looks, but this one right here might be more practical though. But then this one on top of this, would that work? My brain still thinking. Take a quick look and see what my message is. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I reckon it's fine. No. I'll check that out a little bit later. Alright, so not too sure I want the. Well, see, I'm still gonna have to have a converter either way I go, whether I go convert from this to that or because if I use this one.
Energy low.
Okay, let me go and take care of that. Alright, so if I use the small cockpit, then I would yeah, if I use a small cockpit, I could potentially use that as the beginning and have it on there and line it up every time on that. Isn't real bad. Check, I guess could be fine. I can make it as long as this, if not longer. I don't know how long I really need it. and this cockpit. That could be fine because then the drills would definitely be further out in front of it. So yeah, I really don't know exactly. Might as well take a quick look at that. Sure, why not? So yeah, I'm thinking I might want to do virtually the same thing. Then we only need 5 of these anyway. So yeah, we're going to start off with this one. Putting it on there like so. And then we're going to grab that. So I can grab all those components. Go ahead and build it up. There we go. That is going to be the beginning. So we're definitely going to need batteries. And the batteries don't really need the components, though, do they? That's actually got a door. That would probably only make sense if you built a bigger ship, but this one right here is going to attach to a bigger ship at some point in time. But, you know. Alright, so let's get the stuff on it that we know we need. So basically what I'm thinking, what I want to do right here, because if I remember correctly, the utility, is that where the no structured, no what I made, no. Okay, survival kit right there. You're gonna want to have one of those, which we need 6 of those. So let's go ahead and grab 6 of those. There we go. And then we'll look at the thing that it looks like. Still trying to figure out exactly which buttons to press. Alright, so I'm thinking that would probably be the best way to do. Or is it, or am I supposed to put air containers first? I'm gonna look into the air containers. Can I even make those though? There's battery, reactor, protect battery. Are powerful. The storage devices that are available to output high volumes of power will increase efficiency, production, protect blocks containing. Oh, okay. Oh, it's basically this battery protection. This small battery control. I don't know exactly what the air containers look like, so yeah, pistons. That's one of the things I was thinking about, because the pistons will let the wheels up and down, or it could let the landing gears up and down, or something like that. And hinges depending on some things as well. You know, still learning though. I'm not too sure there's power. They don't appear to be in there. So apparently it's been an hour, so I've been on for about an hour. Thrust and stuff. Jump drive? Oh, are you saying that I can potentially already make the jump drive? Well, probably not, because I need superconductors, and I don't think I can make those yet. I don't know. I'm gonna go to structures, which I'm pretty sure not in there. They would have to be in utilities, I would think, wouldn't it? But I could probably use a beacon. No, it's not a weapon thing. And these are all DLC stuff. I don't even need to worry about looking at those. Hydrogen tanks are used to store hydrogen fuel. Hydrogen is used for hydrogen thrust engines. Jetpack fuel hydrogen can be produced from ice. A generator can store and refill hydrogen bottles. So are you saying I can't make these things yet? Is that what I was needing? Did I screw up somewhere? Probably did. So basically, I need one of these built so that I can make all of these things. So alright, so do that and see. I could just go ahead and just put it on this one, so why not? We'll go ahead and do that, do that, do that. And there we go, that is built. So that means that I can now build the other things, right? And that's what I just built. Cryo chamber. Interesting. But I can make the hydrogen tank. Hydrogen tanks are used for storing hydrogen. Now, does the hydrogen tank automatically fill, or does it need ice? It produces from ice. So either way it goes, we need ice. And this, the thing that I put on there was O2H2 sensor. So yeah, that should be good enough for the ship then. So yeah, let's now make a survival kit. So let's go in here and get 6 more of these so that I can make the hydrogen thing. I mean, not the hydrogen thing, but this thing. Okay, so now that's going to be on the other side. And then we'll go over here and put that all the materials. Now, question is, do we put batteries on top or bottom? I'm thinking on bottom, because that's where I had them before, wasn't it? So let's get the batteries, which is power. Where's the power? There it is, power. I need batteries. Right there. And then the battery. So now I need 5 plates, but let's just see. Just want to see if it fit right there. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. Could probably put them on the side. No, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to put them on top. So putting them on bottom just probably just doesn't want to work. It's not gonna work on the bottom. In order for it to work on the bottom, we'd have to raise this up. In order to do that, I'll take a look at the hydraulics. Where was the hydraulics? They're definitely not in there, that. Could be in parking. Alright, here we go. Pistons right there. It's mechanical. I don't know. Alright, so pistons. Oh man, one of those pistons. An unknown signal. It's actually pretty close. I don't have nothing in my inventory. I'll probably just put some more of that. Nah. It can be where it's at. Alright, so my thought was this. Actually, the pistons could be set up with the landing gear. But I just need it to basically lift up and lay down. That way this right here is not in any danger. That's one of my biggest thoughts. Is having the piston hooked up to something that will yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set up a system that comes out so I can lift this up and everything with the piston. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about doing. So probably could run a conveyor from there all the way back. Yeah, we'll do the pistons here in a little bit. Right now, because what I probably would do is do like some sort of temporary thing over. Build the thing that I want, and then add the piston to it and jack it up. So it unlock and then that. Yeah, I think I can do that. So finish building up everything else, and then they do with the pistons. So now we need storage. So I'm thinking I could put storage right there. Wouldn't be too much of an issue. Now I'm kind of curious though, if I put the batteries underneath, could put just one battery and find out from there. Let's see. Alright, so 5. How many is 5 of these? No, not all of them. There's 5. Then we go right down here. And that don't look like it will fit. So it won't fit on the bottom. And I want to make sure it's mostly safe, so I'm definitely going to have to put it on the top. So
Fuel low.
yep, fuel's low.
Fuel critical.
That seems like it could be a good spot. And then we'll go ahead and grab the rest of this stuff. I keep on forgetting about the fire cells. Need 20 of those. Production, power cells. And then we'll just wait for it to finish doing this thing. Alright, now we got all the components. Alright, and then we go into this, go to the battery. Okay, and named it I don't know why in the world I tried to change all the names. Battery 1. Change this to recharge. And that should be it. Now it's set to recharge, so while I'm building this it should charge up. Alright, so now we need storage, so what we're going to need is one of these things, which will be fine. Alright, so we need 6 of these. So I need 6 of these. And then what I can go right here and they go right there. Right. And like everything else, I will put on there what I already have, add it to the build list, grab all the components, build it up. And now I can put storage on. Actually, that kind of looks cool, doesn't it? Alright, so what we got here is we're gonna want to do something like that. Is that what we want? That could work. Kind of curious if I could just go ahead and get all the components for it. So what's this? What am I holding? Module card? What the? They're saying I got more containers than one that I can choose from? Where'd the other one come from? Oh, what do I got in my inventory?
Fuel critical.
Fuel critical. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Do I want to do that? Have it where one's on the bottom, one's on the top kind of thing? Actually, yeah, let's have it just like that right there. Okay, so we'll get that. All that back in there. I don't know what in the world it was doing. Okay. So this is the basic of the ship. Got an O2H2 generator. Thinking I need the tank instead of the generator. That's what I keep on thinking. But if I remove this, all this is going to drop. So to prevent that from happening, what I'm thinking I'm going to have to do is build something underneath. So what do I want to build underneath that would connect this to this? Could just do a simple of these. Yeah, that's what I'll do. So how many do I need? So like it'd be one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll go ahead and get 40 of those just to be safe. And then we go down here and go 1, 2, 3, 4. That almost did it, but that looks pretty good to me. Now we go back to this and get that. Then we'll uncrouch. How many do I get left in there? That might be enough. We'll find out, won't we? Alright, crouch. Alright. Alright, that don't look half bad.
Fuel critical.
Of course it is. Let's see what happens if I hop in. Well, it takes the energy up. So yep, it doesn't seem to do anything else. Need ice to do the rest of this stuff.
Fuel critical.
But yeah, I think it's looking pretty good so far. There's some other things that are needed. Like one, I'm going to need a beacon for it. I'm thinking I could place beacon on the things. Let's see, would the beacons be in this? Probably not. No. Can I even make the beacons yet? That's another question. Such a progression. Got so much you gotta do to build up this and build up that. Alright, so yeah, this gyroscope, and this is protected gyroscope. Thrusters. Battery. So we got grinders and welders now. I didn't realize that. Alright, there goes the beacon. So one of those we're definitely gonna need, and we need an antenna. And can I make the antenna now, or is that one of those things where you gotta make the beacon first or something other? Okay, beacon and then antenna. No problem. So yeah, let's put a beacon on. It looks like I want it to be right there. Alright. So go this, go that, start constructing, do that, and then go over here, do that. Got all the components, and then we'll put a beacon up on there. There we go. Alright, so now the beacon's on there. We're definitely going to need a gyroscope and antenna. I don't know how many gyroscopes I'm going to want. I'm not even too sure if one battery is going to be enough. And this right here, I'm thinking I need tanks. Can I make the tanks yet? Spotlight. Could already do the weapon. Oh, I'm ready for the weapons yet. Still, this one's going for the tanks. small hydrogen tank. But you need the generator for that. There we go, oxygen tank. Those are what I was looking for right there. And I'm definitely going to need those on
Fuel
here.
critical.
I know fuel is critical. So I'm guessing I'm going to toss that right there. And yes, that's what the tank is going to be. Let's go ahead and remove this. And that's what I was afraid of. So I'd essentially have to remove this entire rear end to put them in properly. Alright, so I can make another one of those. Let's take it off. And I'll take this one off.
Inventory full.
Okay, that's fine. Inventory full. Let's go ahead and put the I forgot where it was at. I'm always forgetting shit. Why do I keep on forgetting shit? You know what I mean? I forget everything. There's survival kit. Now we're going to want to put the survival kit right here, so boom. Now we're going to go ahead and put the survival kit on. And then we'll pick all this up. Awesome. I'm a dummy. You know that? I'm so damn stupid. So basically, I need to remove this again because I need the air tank, which is this. No, that's the beacon. That's the air tank. Alright, so alright, so now we put 2 air tanks on there. And then we take and put this on right there, right? They should fit right there. Correct? Oh shit, no. No, that was right. Because, right there. And now there's a gap right there. Which means that...
Fuel critical.
So... this needs to put one there. One there. Why does that not look right? Did I put this one on wrong? There we go. Now, the battery could probably fit right there now. So basically, always needing some of these. And then go to that, so that go up on here. Finish that one up. That's going to be removed, so that can bring it closer. So let's see, can I put the beacon? That is beacon, right? Can I put it right in there? Put it right there. And then we go here, grab those components. Right, it could have went down one more, could it? So I got an empty space right in there. So yeah, let's take a better look at that. Crouch. Oops. High five. Do this one right here. There. Now we can do the beacon right down in there. There we go. And then on top of that, I'll probably put 2 gyroscopes right on top of those. What do you think? You think that? I think that. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do two gyroscopes right in there. So those are no, yeah, gyroscope. So there's two gyroscopes right in here. One, two. And now we spook all the components. It's so stupid sometimes. See, sometimes I end up going too far, not far enough. Really?
Fuel critical.
Fuel critical. Fuel's gonna be critical for a minute. Let's go ahead and eat me what it is. A little bit of doggone meat. A little bit of doggone meat. I'm getting caught up on that lip there. Yeah, that looks like that might be good. And then I could probably put the battery right there. Let's take a look at where the battery. Let's see, can the battery fit into this section right here? Okay, so it won't be able to fit in there like that. Okay. No big problem. But what I do need to do is and then go to the car. Alright, so which one do that. So by doing what I did, it shortened it up just a little bit. Still looks pretty good to me. I think it looks good. And then what we want to do is put right there. You're probably right. Now we want to do the battery, right? Which one's this? And grab the component. Every time I disassemble it, I gotta make more of these damn power cells. That is what I need, right? Power cell. 20 out of 10. Sound like they killed themselves. What the hell happened? That is what I need. 20 power cells, right? Yeah, 20 power cells. So now we got the 20 power cells. We'll do that. Yeah. And now we go into this. Oh yeah, that's right. Like a dumbass. I need to go right here. Go into this and go to battery. Well, let me change the name in just a second. Add it to recharge. Put right here. Put ship battery.
Fuel critical.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Alright, so that's been renamed. And pull that up. Now that's going to charge up. And now we got the gyroscopes. And got the beacon in there, we got the air tanks in there. Let's see. So, gotta check the oxygen tanks. Okay, so they're not fields. I probably need to put something. Alright, so what I need to do is I need to oh, I don't need that. That right there is for when I'm done building. Let's hop
Fuel
out.
critical.
I know. Need vents. What the vent? I can't remember. Is that it? No. That's the part. Would it be in these? No, I don't think so. Not decoratives, not controls, not automation. Automation has so much I need to learn about. Farm plot. This is a new farm plot. No. Structure. Tool. Utilities. I remember seeing it. What was it in? These are just thrusters. So basic assembler. See. can make an antenna now, that's good. And type in tank. The smallest, I think. I don't know, could the regular oxygen, I'm not even going to try to attempt to do that. What I'm wanting is the air vent. There we go, that's what I need air vent. Let's do an air vent for the thing. And I'm guessing that, yeah, it has to be on that, so I'm thinking I can put it on the front. Would that work? That's what I'm wondering, if that would work. Yeah, let's see if that will work. So what we need is 3 plates. Let's just go grab 3 plates. Sometimes I keep on pressing the wrong one. Excuse me. And then we'll put that right there. On. Now we'll go over here and grab the rest of those. There we go. And it looks like I probably, yeah, you know something? Aesthetically, yeah, I'm thinking that I want it to be on the bottom like that. There we go. And now we go into
Fuel critical.
this and check the air vent. And the air vent is, this is on. Guess it's doing what it's supposed to do. And then we want air tanks. They're not filling. How do I get them to start filling? Set up action. Go. Okay. I have it turned on. Because it's already on. Let's remove air from the room and store it in tank. Okay, so when I do that, will the tank start filling? stockpile. Is that gonna work? Okay, so as long as that's on, it will pull. And this right here will Alright, did I put hydrogen tanks on, didn't I? Oh, so stupid. I didn't want hydrogen tanks, I wanted oxygen tanks. I didn't pay attention to that. Oh my god, you're telling me, oh, I gotta remove those and put some oxygen tanks on. Ah! Ah, more disassemble. You're an idiot. Alright, so this is a hydrogen tank. I don't want a hydrogen tank. I wanted a oxygen tank. Oxygen. Oxygen. Which still can't seem to find too easy. There we go. Oxygen tank. That's what I want. Not. Alright, oxygen tank. That is what that is, right? Alright, so now that's an oxygen tank. That's the small one, so this is a bigger one. And the bigger one probably would have been the better idea to put in there, wouldn't it? But we're gonna go with the small one. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go with a small oxygen tank. And then remove the other hydrogen tank. I reckon I probably do need.
Critical.
Yeah, I need one hydrogen tank and one oxygen tank. Is that gonna be alright, so now let's go in here and check the oxygen right there. Put it on stockpile. There we go. The vent is pulling into it. There we go. I have something working. And that should be more than enough oxygen. I don't know whether I need it or not, but it's best to have it. And then the hydrogen tank. Let's go ahead and change that to 1. So I only got one hydrogen tank. So I got one oxygen tank. And a survival kit. What would it be? I don't know, we're gonna call it 1 as well. And ship battery is on recharge, and it looks like it's done recharging. Oh wow, it's done recharging. Alright, so now we have this spot right here. What can we put right there? Don't know yet. still learning all the components that we need to put in here anyway. So, that being said, I'm gonna drink me some coffee. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna slurp up some coffee into my mouth. Yummy! Ha 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 ha! Don't you just love coffee? Alright. My ship's looking pretty. She's got a lot of junk in the trunk and ready to rumble. Alright, so what we gotta do is, well, we got some space right here. It needs to be filled with components that are needed for this. And we got to be, we got this tank right here, hydrogen tank. Got an oxygen tank right here, which apparently is full. The battery is full. And this right here seems to be doing pretty good. It's built up my energy. Alright. Go into inventory and grab a bite of that. And then go over here. And no. Anywho. Alright, so it's gonna take a long time to build this thing. I was thinking, oh, I can just grab a couple of components and throw it together and then fly around and stuff. But no, this is definitely not one of those games that makes it so simplified where you can just get in there and fly around. No, sorry, Bobs. Nope. We got so much more to go. Alright, so I'm guessing one of the things I need to make sure I get something of would be a antennae. Where would the antennae be? I figured it would be right here, but no, that's not where the beacon is. Where the beacon was. Where was the beacon? That's the tank. That's the air vent. Oh, it's all in here now. Why the? It wasn't there a while ago. That's all I know. Generate on. Is in the utility? Yeah, there we go. It's the antenna right there. Do that. And now we need. That is an antenna, right? That's an antenna. Alright, so the antenna apparently doesn't need to be attached to much anything.
Fuel critical.
Could put it right in it. It looks like it should fit right in it. Alright, so let's get two of those things. Go ahead and grab two of these. I'll call your doctor in the morning. Call your doctor in the morning. And then we put that right there. Grab this. Alright, and then grab the rest. Oh, okay, so it needed what? So there's some things that it needs that it don't have, like the radio computer. So I need 4 of those radio computers. Alright. So 4 radio computers. Okay, we need 4 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think that should be all I need. Now I just go ahead and grab that. Got all the components. And boom, we have an antenna on here. Which I think the antenna was supposed to be for like scanning stuff. So scanning the thing. I think. I hope. Alright. Now we got the spaces filled up like I want. Once we got so much that we need to put right there. So I can always just put blocks in there. That's not really that much of a big deal for aesthetic look. Because I am thinking about like having certain things built out a certain way. On my brain, I'm just running around looking at this thing, seeing what all I need and everything, or what all I want. Because I can build it out, you know, with this right here. And you can't possibly put things. Well, it probably could. I don't know yet. I'm still learning. And see, I decided to go ahead and basically finite that. So I'm thinking I'm wanting it to look like this mostly, with all the components showing and everything. So probably gonna have like, yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna have things coming out off of it and everything. Kind of like landing gears and stuff on it. That's what I'm thinking about doing. And then putting like hydraulics on the landing gears to be able to raise it up and then take off, and then put the landing gear up or whatever and set it back down so that it can be charged up. Because one of the main things I want to do, I want to try to protect this thing as much as possible. Because I don't want to be drilling and then have that hit the ground and stuff, so I'm thinking if I have like an outer body somehow or another around it that would be hydraulic down around it as it lifts up and everything, that would be kind of cool, where it kind of comes on around this way, but it had to be on a lift to do it, and I'm trying to figure out how to do that, because like I said, I want to make sure this is protected, but I also want to make sure the drills are set up a certain way. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to remove this vent and put it, I think I could probably put the vent on top. I wonder if I could put the vent on. No, I can't put it on top because I got those up there, so I'd probably have to put the vent either on the back or on the side. Unless I remove it. No,
Fuel critical.
That's what I'll just put it in the back. That's what I'm gonna do. I didn't hurt that none of that. And then we go to the vent thing, which was I'll put it right here. Actually, not putting it on top looks cool. There we go. And that way, oxygen will always get in there. How are y'all killing yourselves or hurting yourselves? Do I got like some sort of electrical thing somewhere and you get into it somehow? Right there. He just died right there. How do you dying right there? They must be suffocating themselves. Don't know. Don't really care that much either. No, don't care that much. But let's fill this up again. And then let's see, we got the antenna, we got gyroscopes, we got beacon, we got an air tank, we got a hydrogen tank, we got a survival kit, we got plenty of storage because we got storage there, there, and there, and there. So we definitely got plenty of storage in this thing. This should be more than enough storage. And then when we do the drill, which I'm thinking I could probably get away with just one drill on the front. That could work. I want it to come on out from there and stuff. I don't know. Still not no. Because we need to be able to remove things. So I'm thinking I could basically just build it with the wheels like I'm thinking about it, and build it with the wheels with the hydraulics to lift the wheels, so to put the wheels down, which will lift the machine up, and then have another hydraulic where it basically, no, I don't know, would it be the same hydraulic? Because I'd want it to cover this basically. I'd want to have something coming off of here, putting a wheel here, and the same over here, and then when it goes down, it basically covers this up on almost all sides. So would the drills be going down with it? We need to wait and the drills. Huh. Maybe it would have to be a hinge, wouldn't it? A hinge to... hinge? Would it be? Which means I'm probably going to need another battery to make sure there's plenty of power to do everything I'm thinking about doing. But if I go ahead and basically kind of come off of here, I'm going to need some blocks. So let's go ahead and grab 20 of those. So if I go 1, 2, and then it'll be 1 right there, right? That's pretty much identical. Okay, so 2, and this one will be 3. Okay, so then it'll be 1, 2, 3 coming off of this one. 1, 2 coming off of that one, right? Okay. And then And then which means that the hydraulics would have to go right here. So it could, yeah, the hydraulics could go right there and right there. So yeah, let's do that. Do that. It should work. Now let's take a look at the hydraulics again, which were no, not decorative, not automation controls, no. Mechanics, right? Mechanics, there we go. So we don't really want the hinge, we just want the piston hydraulics. Right? Not 100% sure how they even work anyway. So why not learn, right? Alright, so okay, so have to go up with it a little bit. I'll do that and drop. So I'm gonna need, that's what it's showing, that it's gonna be going downwards. That's piston, that's top piston. So this piston part is the top section of the piston. It has no function of its own, but it can be used to decoratively has no function of its own. So there's no function of its own. Okay. Actually, that don't seem like too bad of an idea. Do that, and then have the piston. No, that's the vent. There's a piston right there. Right. And then this one goes. Alright, so let's remove that. Remove that. Go back to the piston. And do that. And alright, so basically I gotta learn how to use it by putting some on, so alright. Alright, so piston. Alright. Alright. Okay. That looks kind of cool. Alright then, so okay, so now we got that. It will do what I want it to do, kind of, but alright, so let's see what happens when I maneuver it now. Okay. Okay. So yeah, 3. Okay. There we go. And so yeah. I'm gonna want to put. Do I want to put? Do I want to do this, or do I want to have the wheel structure already on that? That's what I'm thinking. I'm probably gonna want to put the wheel structure on that. So yeah, let me remove that, and then we'll go ahead and just put the other pistons on the way we want them to be on.
Fuel critical.
This is that way too much. So. It's not too high, is it? No, it's the same height as the other ones. Good, 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 good. And then do 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so that's feeling pretty good. And then I want to put the okay, so that should be good. Reckon what I could do is I'm gonna hop into the cockpit, go into this, and let's see. Let's go to the connector, turn it to unlock. Oops. Is that gonna work bad?
Fuel critical.
Oh, okay, so no, not that. Do that, go ahead and go to the pistons. We got all of these pistons, so let's go ahead and grab this one. All of these. Come into the group. Call them ship lift. Save. And then their names are not really that important, but yeah, but yeah, alright. I'm not gonna worry about the name of the pistons, we'll just leave those like they are. And then we leave out of this and we hop into this. And then we go to this, go to groups, go to pistons, we'll put them on number 3. And have them extend. We want them to extend and reverse, so maybe that will work. And let's hop out of that and then hit number 3. So that did nothing. It didn't do anything.
Fuel critical.
It did not extend them all the way out. Oh. Hop back in there. I had to stop that one. Also, I probably could do that and put the connector as number 4, put it where it well, on and off worked just fine. Let's see. 4. Whoa!
Fuel critical.
Okay, so 3. That's good. Let's go in here and go to all these pistons. Go to reverse.
Fuel critical.
Oh. Another dumbass move, I'm guessing. I forgot to turn the battery on. Which I need the battery to be on auto. There we go. Now 3. There we go.
Fuel critical.
Now that's kind of what I wanted. Now I got to get it to where it moves around. So let's see what happens if I just move piston 1 up. Alright, good. That's what I'm kind of wanting. So now, what I want to do is go to 5, and can I put a block right there? No, because I don't have anything in my inventory. Okay. So let's put 30 of those in there. Who knows how many I'm going to need. So as far as they extend it out, it's kind of making me wonder about this. See, the whole reason why I want to put something right here let's have a I missed something. Huh. Ah, okay. Okay. I don't know if I need it that big. Hmm.
Fuel critical.
These things tip over way too easy. Now I'm trying to figure out how to flip it over. I think there's something to do with the gyroscope. Oops.
Fuel critical.
Yay, chips. Oh, my brain, baby, my brain. You ask me questions at the wrong times. Looks like I have no choice but to reassemble this thing again. And the thing about it is that if I disassemble the battery again, so how do I get you back on your feet? I know there's something with the gyroscope. What was it with the gyroscope? Does that do anything? I run all the way around just to go inside. And dog try to bite my butt. Let's see. Yeah, because I don't have any clue on
Fuel
how to
critical.
completely do that. I think what I'm gonna have to do is destroy my creation one piece at a time. Hoping to be able to get it working this time. There we go. And then we go down here and lock it. And then we go here. Fucking retarded. I get rid of the doggos so that they can stop being an issue. And then we'll go ahead and put one of these back right there. Alright, I will. Let's go ahead and grab the meat. Some of these sounds scared the hell out of me. Oh.
Fuel critical.
Mm-hmm. Why's it gotta be so damn annoying? What's that? Yay. I don't know. Oh my god. I don't know. I know I had this thought about like hot dogs or something maybe. Yeah, we just keep on going. I couldn't withdraw it. Yeah, no. Alright, so the 7 was the net, right? I'm thinking I can probably just hide the air vent right there.
Fuel critical.
Yeah, it's gonna be critical for a while. Ugh. You would think that since I built it all this time and everything, I'd already have a good idea on how it's been built. And we just keep on adding on. Yeah, I'm just gonna square it off this time for a little bit. Would be nice if I can just pick this up and set it over here. Sure. Okay. I wouldn't say no to one or two more. Apparently my character needs some more food. He's always hungry, but yet he won't eat right away. I gotta wait. Always gotta wait till he's through digesting the first piece. And then by the time I remember to go back, he's already starving again. Why you always starving? See, like right now, I can't. It won't let me eat anymore. And I gotta wait. And it doesn't fill it all the way up with one piece of meat. So while I'm looking for a component, you know, let's see, it's not decoration, it's not control, it's not going to be an automation. Where in the hell is it? So every time I think that I figured it out, they throw it to me on another level and I can't fucking find shit. Oh, that's right. There we go. Beacon. Which goes right. Right there, go ahead and assemble that. And my dumbass as well here. And forgot to do that. Okay, well. Were you able to get me anything, or did you decide not to because I can't make up my mind?
Fuel critical.
I didn't want the Jack Skeleton shit anyway. No, I'm not a Halloween fan. I was just asking. Yay. I swear it feels like I'm gonna get struck by lightning. Let's say the gyroscopes are actually right there. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab the antenna, put it into the same spot, but I'll have it hooked up to the antenna being alright. The air tank on, which would be an air tank, I think, is in logistics. A small air tank. I think that's the final thing anyway, right? Yeah, that's the final thing anyway. Trying to remember how to do it all. What's something? I don't know what I'm thinking. Now we go and grab the survival kit. There we go. Now the main part is done. Go back where I had it. And just because I want to, I'll make these the wedges again. Up.
Fuel critical. Energy low.
Since it's hooked up to the basic, should do just fine. Alright, so now... Huh? So now we gotta put the battery back on. Again. Go ahead and make 20 of these again. Alright, cargo. Oh. Alright, battery. Put it on. Recharge. Change the name. That's good enough. Yeah, you know something, we'll get back on this next time. I think I'm done for today, so we'll go ahead and save, exit, and that's gonna be pretty much it. So thank you for watching. Run out of time, so y'all go ahead and follow if you like. And if you're watching this on the the VOD channel is youtube.com/@ContraVods. And if you are watching this on that channel, thank you for watching. And if you like, subscribe and like, and highlight the bell icon so you can get notified for future video uploads. Thank you so much, and y'all have